Okay, best bet this weekend in the NFL. Let's go to I can't give you the Jets in good conscience, even though I really like the Jets. let's do the Rams. Let's see if we can get 4 with the Rams on Sunday at home against Buffalo. Everyone's on Buffalo, right? Like winning in the snow against San Francisco on Sunday night. Josh Allen, the MVP moment. I think the Rams keep this game close. I don't think the point spread should be more than 3. So let's take the points with the Rams for the $20,000. Wow. Also, please gamble responsibly and call 1-800-GAMBLER. But Rams plus the points.
Okay.
I want to put some money on Browns Steelers. What do you think I should do?
Well, I think, Courtney, we have the Jameis Winston experience, right? Where Jameis either plays really well or he plays really poorly. Or sometimes both in the same game like we saw on Monday night. So I would say for people that want to bet this game.
Nick, in either case, it appears that it is the Lord that is responsible.
Yes.
Right.
I as someone that bet the Browns on Monday night, I think the atheist might be right.
Okay.
I think the Steelers are going to blow them out.
I tend to agree with you, Courtney. So my advice to you would be, don't even worry about laying 6.5. Bet some alternates.
Okay.
Bet Pittsburgh like -9.5, -13.5. And look, we can be wrong. If anyone out there likes the Browns, you want to bet on Jameis, I say forget about the points. Just bet the Browns to win the game. He's so streaky one way or another that I think you get one extreme outcome, Browns win, or another, Steelers win by double digits.
Kostos, I love the Chiefs -4. I think the Chargers are way overvalued. I think they've had a good year. Harbaugh's done a good job, all of that. But the Chiefs have been cutting it close. It's Sunday night. It's Mahomes. Kelsey was bitching this week about the issues they've had. I think they win by over a touchdown.
What
Kelsey said that he said that he and Mahomes on his 16th podcast that they haven't been on the same page all year, and it's frustrating.
Do you wonder why?
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, I love the Chiefs this weekend. Do you like them?
I do, which makes me upset that we're on the same side here. But I do like the Chiefs. I think the Chargers will get bet as we approach Sunday night. So I would say if you like Kansas City, I would actually say wait, Curtis, and to anybody else. Maybe you get to lay a 3.5 with Kansas City. But Curtis, what I want to know, conference championship week in college football, like you're the college football guru. What do you like this weekend in college?
Oh, wow.
Candidly, I haven't even checked. Let's see. Oh, my God. Texas 2.5. I think Georgia wins outright.
There you go. How about them dogs?
Okay.
Yeah, Georgia's they're such a championship team. I know. And Carson Beck was bad early, Wiggs. Yeah. You know that. He's gotten somewhat better.
11 touchdowns, no picks in his last 3 games.
And Georgia beat him by 15 the last time. I believe it was 15 the last time.
30-15, yep. And Beck threw 3 picks and no touchdowns in that game, and they still won.
And Texas loses, they're still in the playoff, correct?
Both teams, regardless of winner or loser, are in the playoff, correct.
Oh, really? Even if Georgia gets 3 losses?
Yeah.
Even if Georgia gets 3 losses.
Yeah, but I like Georgia. I think they're a better team. If both teams are in, I trust Kirby Smart over Sark in that game.
Great, so we can go head-to-head on this one. Hook 'em horns, I'll take Texas.
All right.
Nick, where are you on flag planting?
In regards to what?
College football.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I thought that was awesome last weekend. Here's what I'll say. Everyone was kind of banging on Ohio State and, like, the kid Jack Sawyer for getting pissed. Everyone's like, oh, well, if you don't want that to happen, just win the game on the field. I don't know. I feel like if I played for Ohio State and someone from Michigan wanted to plant the flag on my field, I would have a problem with it also. So, great. It's cool that Michigan wanted to do that. I don't begrudge them for doing it. But I don't think it could just be, Ohio State lost, so, Michigan can, drop trow and pee on the 50-yard line of the stadium.
That's
not how things work.
I'm with you.
You guys are all lame.
Nick, here's my dog.
Why is the
Wait, you're supposed to just let them do whatever they want?
I don't think you throw a punch.
Well, they're not taking off their pants. Yeah. They're putting a flag down. And
it's a rivalry.
Right. No, but honestly, and Wiggy played professional football. Wiggy, what would be more insulting almost, peeing or the flag planting?
Yeah, I already said, listen, you done came in my house, you done ate my food, you done slept in my bed. Please don't put your shoes on my nice white couch and I'm on the
have some class.
At least have some class. You basically, you cucked me for, 3 hours of Saturday.
I love that word just got used. I love that.
You're a 3-touchdown favorite. You've had one game you've been thinking about the entire year. You heard Billy O'Brien say Ryan Day was singularly focused on that one game with much better talent at home. You lose. Stop bitching about what they did with the flag.
Okay, so, again, Michigan can do that. They can plant the flag. But then Ohio State also has the right to say, you can't do this and take the flag away.
Right. I mean, I'm great. I mean, they lost the game. Who cares?
Ohio State says, we outnumber you, so you might get chin checked today. Here's my dog, Nick. Tell me what you think. The Bears at the 49ers. I like the Bears.
Yeah, so a lot. I hate to answer questions like this, but so much injury stuff on both sides here, Wiggy, where DJ Moore hasn't practiced this week. DeAndre Swift hasn't practiced this week for the Bears. Nick Bosa and Trent Williams both haven't practiced. So I think today's injury report will tell a lot. If we get to, like later today, and Williams and Bosa haven't practiced and they're not going to play, then I think Chicago can definitely win the game. But if those players are back for San Francisco, no way will I pick the Bears to win the game. So I can't give you a firm answer until I know who's playing. If that's fair.
Okay.
All right, Nick, and I think you also have the Pats losing on the bye week. Is that right?
The Pats are winners this season, man, because you have Drake May.
Okay.
And he's awesome. And he's great.
Who's the next coach of the Jets? Kostos, is it Vrabel? Did you see that? Who do you think's is it Rex? Sexy Rex, you coming back?
Well, I think it would be great for content and terrible for the Jets. I don't think they're going to get a good coach unless Woody Johnson goes back to Ireland for Trump and he's out and he's completely out of it. I just think what coach or GM worth his or her salt would want to come work for Woody, who's meddling in everything, for this loser organization. So I think they're going to end up with some type of – I don't think they're going to make a good hire because I think all the best candidates are going to go to other places. So I can't tell you who it's going to be, but I can tell you it won't be whoever their first choice is unless the first choice is somehow Rex Ryan, which would be absolutely ridiculous. And I'll just add and this is a little – you didn't ask this question, but you saw the Belichick stuff, right? With
I was going to ask you if you had to wager, is he coaching in college or the NFL next year?
So the fact that he's interviewing with North Carolina tells me he thinks he's not getting an NFL job. I'm not in his head to know that. I can't imagine that, Bill's such a smart guy that his power play and his bluff moment to NFL owners is, let me interview at crappy ACC school. I can't imagine that that's the case. So maybe he does want to coach in college. And, I know he wants probably the Don Shula wins record. He also triples Don Shula in Super Bowls. He's the greatest coach ever. Maybe he's thinking, I want to go win a natty here. College football's different. People want to say he's 72, he doesn't want to recruit. Look what Deion's done in Colorado. It's like the famous Pat Riley LeBron story, right? When LeBron went to Miami in 2010 before the decision, and Riley laid all the rings down on the desk. And LeBron's like, I'm coming to Miami. If you're an 18-year-old kid and you sit with Bill Belichick and he lays all the Super Bowl rings out there for you, you're telling me with all the wealthy people he knows, all the money he's got, he can't get NIL money pumped into one of these programs and turn a crappy school into a top 10 program in year one? Look what Deion's done with Colorado. Belichick's that on steroids. If Bill Belichick tells you, unless you're Georgia or Alabama or Texas or whatever, and Bill Belichick tells you, I want to coach at your school, you fire your coach and you hire Bill Belichick, or honestly, your program should be disbanded and burned to the ground.
Imagine the influx of money Jordan would drop on if Bill. It's a good point, but I don't.
Well, it might not be. That might just be his initial, foray out there to say I'm available for college.
It is interesting to think though. I don't even know, and Nick, and this is what we talked about. If you're Bill, you don't need to interview for that. So I think it's more, I'm showing NFL teams that I'm ready to be back coaching.
But why does he need to interview? That's my thing. Why does he need to interview with North Carolina to do that?
I don't.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is a weird thing.
So look, I can be wrong. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, there's some strategy that he's using.
Team Nick on this one.
If he goes to North Carolina, Ken Laird will be wrong forever. You can't.
Wow.
Nobody wants him.
Listen, I can be wrong. The fact that he's interviewing for me with college, he's at least one that we know about, tells me that he thinks he's not getting an NFL job next year. Which honestly, I'm a Giants fan, obviously, and younger fans may not know this. Obviously, I know you guys do. Before Bill was the greatest head coach ever, he's the greatest defensive coordinator ever. Won 2 Super Bowls with my team. His game plan in Super Bowl 25 against the Bills is literally in Canton, Ohio, in the Hall of Fame. It would be a shame if we never saw Belichick on an NFL sideline again, and I fear now that this is going to be the case, and it actually makes me a little sad.
Wow. Oh, well, don't be sad. It's the holiday season. And we thank you, Nick, as always. Round of applause for Nick Kostos.